Checkity check check. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Good. Glad the sound is good. We got to test and see if this thing creates steam and fills this steam chamber up. So we'll do that once everybody kind of files in. If people file in, of course, I can't take anything for granted. Wonder if I want to tip it this way. This would probably be the way to tip it, but then when you open the end, our water come out. Don't want that to happen. Dang, this could be bad if you don't do this right, I'm sure. I wonder if I can get this bit all the way through. I can see that being a problem, right? Robert G, welcome, man. It's going good. Trying to figure a way to get this hole through both sides of this steam bender, so I can run this PVC through as a shelf. Though I don't know if this is going to make as good a shelf as like a 3/4 inch dowel will. Right, so I want to run this through so that the wood doesn't sit in the water at the bottom. The water can freely move, but the wood's going to go in this side. So this is going to be the way I'm going to want to do it over from here, but you all can't see. Let me move the camera. Boop, 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 boop. That's the end of the steam chamber. That's the beginning. I'm going to show y'all what we did with this right here. Those are what you call bushings, right? So we got a 4-inch PVC pipe to a reducer, to a bushing, to another bushing, to a 1/2-inch PVC pipe, and then it is going down to the steam producer, which in this case is a Harbor Freight one, right? And that steam goes up in here into here. Hopefully it's nice and airtight there. It goes through this little rubber tube, and then it goes in there where you have your wood. And, goes in there, and then it opens the end cap here where the wood goes in. It's like a clean out top here like this. I could probably take this and run a dowel through it so that you can spin it open. It can be a little warm, I understand. And then that's where your wood goes in. What we need to do is I need to put some PVC. I got to build a support for it. It's going to be built out of X's. So that'll be the woodwork part of today's thing. And then putting either these PVC things through or putting the dowels in to make the wood bender work functionally. Haven't seen a live stream with a bender on it yet. This is the This is new. So at least as far as my experience. And then once we get the wood bender built, it works properly, we can worry about, if this is 3/4, this is okay for me. It's not though, this is probably a half. 7/8. Interesting. I may need those Forstner bits that you got out there, Heather. What I don't want to do is accidentally put a hole through this thing and then not get it straight on the other side. Should be a way I can do that. Let me stick a pen through probably. Thanks, Heather. Heather's going to bring me out the stuff. Yeah, I'm having second thoughts about putting PVC through. It's not going to flex at all. For some reason, I do something, I'm going to break something, and I don't want that to happen. I think I may have. I got to get 2 out of this though. Let me tight. All right, let's give it a shot. Well, that was clean. I just need to like put a marker through there, something that I can leave a mark on that other side, pencil even maybe. Need to put a mark on the other side so I don't get too far offline with this. Then I'll use a long bit and put 1 hole through. I don't want to use anything chisel wise. Did I not say hi to Carrie? Carrie, hello. I'm sorry. Hi, Carrie. Welcome. I need longer. I need like an extender here. I do have an auger bit I could probably get through there. That is not an auger bit. Huh? What?
No worries, I'm just watching you intently.
Funny. Wes does it. Welcome. I'm scared this is gonna do some damage in there, but I gotta get this hole somewhat straight. How'd that look coming through? Okay. All right, not too bad. This is all new to me, man. I don't work with PVC very much. That snap?
No,
Oh, that's not too bad. I guess PVC is kind of forgiving.
You want me to open the garage door? It'll be cold here.
No, it won't be cold to me. This is tricky. Here, I'm going to turn this thing around a little bit without trying to. I'll take you all on a mystical tour of what I did here. little bit of jury rigging and a little bit of actual like good work. Let's cancel that. Could be getting to the end of this though. Yeah. I'm learning the hard way. I think that was a little bit ugly. Dad's calling me, but I can't call him on live right now. That's right, man. Yeah. I mean, that should work, right? That might be too high though. I'm not gonna put thick wood in there. I could probably make a new one, like clog this one close, but that is a little bit on the high side. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We're gonna glue this in place though. Oh, you did? Okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna take a little clamp and put it on the end of this so that it doesn't slide through and end up inside. I think they say the easy part is this part, so. Doing different stuff in the workshop. Ooh, I feel.
Said you can plug it easy if you ever need to.
Oh, really? Good. Because I might need to. Actually. Because it's a bit high. I'm gonna use to start out with. I'm gonna use thin stock wood. I mean, that's really what most people are gonna get success with. Is from what I'm reading and seeing. Need a little more of that glue. Uh-oh. So we got a clean out valve top down on this end to open that up. Like I said, I could probably take a dowel and run it through this side and you can screw it open like a vice handle. We only got to do the same thing again now. All right, where is my little saw? I don't like using my Japanese saw. I'm using a Western saw for this stuff, and I'm not great with these, but I think trying to keep as much length as possible here. Maybe I'll wait till that sets, dude. Y'all let me know. Did I use enough glue? Let me check the chat. Yeah, it's moving around. I don't want to do that. Cut it while it's moving around. While gluing? Do I need to reprime it? Or is it too late now? So what I'm reading and everything that's being told to me through these videos and stuff, hardwoods They got to be green. They can't be soft woods. They got to be straight grain. So if the grain goes off to the side, it's going to mess you up. And then you want to take smaller stuff and smaller, thinner stock. Like I got a few pieces of in here. Use thin stock and laminate that. The laminated wood does well in the bender. That one's it's starting to cure now. Let me take y'all for a little tour of the thing, and we hope that it works, obviously. And I'll put it under some stress in a second. But here we have the steam generator. This one is one we had on hand. I did not have to order it. It is a, I think from Harbor Freight, Parkside Wallpaper steamer. And then it comes with this kind of tube. Now inside the tube, if I may educate you, if you don't know this, inside this plastic corrugated conduit is a rubber tube that's running lengthwise. If you take one of these apart, you got to make sure that you don't mess up the rubber tubing, because that's actually what's carrying the steam through the pipe. The plastic conduit is just on the outside. Yeah. So then once I got that figured out, because I saw that pipe, we went to the big box store and spent a long time in the plumbing section trying to find a series of bushings and pipe clamps that would reduce down to this fitting here. So we started with 4 inch, then a reducer down to 2 inches. This bushing takes it down to 1 inch. And then we had the pipe that you all just saw that I used as the shelf there. Yep, wallpaper steamer. So once this glue here cures a second, I don't know how long it's supposed to cure. I don't think it's real long. I want to give it like a steam test. Anybody know how long it takes this kind of glue to cure? Then we'll move it off and I'll do the woodwork part, which is building the frame for it. Am I still in the same spot on the chat?
I came in. Oh. 2 minutes on the PVC wood.
2 minutes? Okay. Yeah, smoke is streaming simultaneously. I think we're almost at 2 minutes. Let me give it a little bit more time. We're going to start this steamer. It's going to take a couple minutes. We're going to see if there's any right here. The only problem that I saw was that this conduit doesn't easily fit over the like 3/4 inch pipe PVC. So when I put that over, I took like a latex rubber band and wrapped that, or not a rubber band, but a latex rubber strip, wrapped that around tightly, and then took really like the heaviest duct tape I could find. Now, minimal duct tape was used in the producing of this steam bender. We don't want to use this. I saw one, Heather and I saw one terrible one, too much duct tape, right? So we decided that we wanted a better design, and we went to that big box store and picked the stuff out. It took us a little while, a couple headaches later. Let's have an on button. Really? So now we have turned on the steam generator. Okay. You can hear it is probably started now, and then we got to see, does the steam pass through once it starts creating steam? Does it pass through there? I want to saw this piece off, but I'm afraid it's not ready here yet. Maybe it is now. We'll it's my clamp. It must have been moving. I'm almost through. Hate push saws. Huh? It's just the glue is not. I messed the glue up. What?
There's Isaac Ace who's in the chat right now. He said, "What are you building?" And Mike said, "Mousetrap."
A mouse trap? Yeah, I got those. And I'll give you the mice with them. You know, the mice come with them. I've been murdering mice every day here. Right now it's in this vise, but it needs a stable platform to build, or what it needs is it's going to have to be tilted toward the steam end here, like this, slightly, because there needs to be what they call it a tear hole or a crying hole or something. You put it in here so that the water can relieve from the pipe, like it'll drip out. You don't want it pouring out boiling water. I have not put that in yet. So let me get a 5-gallon bucket too. Oh, from Vegas. Welcome, Isaac from Vegas. Might have to just get a bin
What are you thinking of for what?
to get the water that comes out of the end. I haven't put a bleed hole in there yet.
I have the straight feed hole. I think it's in the shed though.
So right now this is going to build up a lot of pressure. So I just want to keep it like right here.
Mike said, when I was at Patrick Plumbing, I got the same PVC cement as Wallpaper. Like you have 15-minute handle time, it's at 2 hours. Something else, hour and a half. 24 hours. The whole attachment would work.
To what?
I'm not sure where it's at.
Yeah. So right now we got steam feeding into it through that steam generator. Let's try and take it to the next level here at Dad's workshop. That's what we're always trying to do. Trying to take it to that next level. Need to take my drill and actually drill like a little hole down in the bottom so that it can. Some people put a rubber tube on it so they can control where the water goes. It's not a bad idea. I might actually take that little rubber tube here, wherever I put it. Oh, yeah. So I might take some of this rubber tubing here from the hose. Notice there's a ribbon in here too. So when you pull these apart, I'm going to take this rubber tube. I'm going to put this in down there so that the bleeding will come through there to a more directed spot instead of running down the pipe. It's kind of a pro tip. We are going to try to take a small slice of cherry and form it into a coil. Was a single helix, yes. Single helix, though a double helix would be sexy, wouldn't it?
Well, if you can get 2 of them,
yeah, yeah. We'll see how it's a lot harder than it looks. I think it's what I'm gathering from this stuff. Yeah, there's some yellow jackets around. Yeah, yeah. I don't like those guys. All right, let me see. I need a Forstner with about that size. Looks like probably my smallest one, quarter inch. That's a little too small. That looks right. So the idea here is I'm going to take this drill bit. I'm going to put a hole under here, right here near where the top is. I'm going to take this rubber tubing here. And we're going to insert the rubber tubing so that we have like a little area where the water can bleed out in kind of a controlled way. It's going to kind of be like a little bit of a sump pumpish kind of a thing, just by it's being stuck in there. It's going to, water level is going to have to be like that high for it to come out. Let's twist this vise a little. This will work to my benefit here. Now the PVC pipe has a winky. Should we check and see if there's steam building up in there? I'm not seeing anything yet. That rubber pipe is in there dry too. A rubber hose, so we might have to glue that in or use 2-part epoxy to get that in. Now that I have that hole in there, I think I could probably maybe take one more, put one more hole in the top down there to relieve steam pressure. I want that smaller. Mr. Wizard means the God, man, Mr. Wizard would do so much fun stuff. Very basic stuff, but always fun. Surprised these kids don't see reruns of those. Would really benefit them. I guess Bill and I was like their Mr. Wizard, or our Mr. Wizard, honestly. Come on, Steam. What I said yesterday was, if this is a fail, then all we have to do is get a better steam generator. That would be probably the point of failure. That should release some steam to the top. Still waiting on this steam to go into the vessel, into the chamber there. Bill Nye, the science guy. Come on, steam. Is it just my imagination? Running Away with me. Hello? Hello? Come on, Steam. I'm psyched about this thing, man. I hope it works. If I can do 10 pull-ups, I should get a $10 super chat. I can't do 10, I don't think. I'm strong, but I'm heavy too. So. I think I can close it off now at the end though, because I have those holes in there so we don't create a PVC bomb in here. Be like Richard Jewell and hunting me down. Poor Richard Jewell. Come on, man. Come on, clean out valve. Why y'all being so? Don't be so difficult. What the heck, guys? There we go. About to blame Pilato for that. Start one good pull up. One good pull up. Come all the way down. Full extension. Full extension. 2. Ooh, I can only do 3 like that. Woo! Is it ready yet? Yeah, Pilato wasn't here for me to blame him at the moment. So had to try. Y'all think there's some in there yet? Should we know? No, we haven't caught any steam yet. Oh yeah, man. I'm 200. I'm probably 228, 230ish. Yep. I should have probably done forward grip on it, to be honest. It starts making a sound when it boils, I think, like a hot pot. So we want this tilted like this. There's some stuff I can do while I was doing this. We could put what I would like to use to make these legs is just 2x4s. We need the side with the steam to be higher than the other side. We're going to make 2 X-frame pieces like this. Very simple. I am going to use some joinery though. I'm going to take my saw and make a dado in there. Let's measure these out. Pretty close right here. That was a shameless flex. Shameless flex. Oopsie. Hey, double tap that like button. We're working on this steam generator right now, or steam bender. We are going to take these two boards, which are roughly the same size. I'm going to mark some layout points, maybe use my red lead without my head. We'll just use this now. We're going to take these two little 2x4s. We're going to make a couple marks on here. Make sure we know. Probably this side, I went up about that much. That's not bad. Oh, I hear it. I hear it. I hear it in the PVC, y'all. Right when I started doing the layouts. Let's let it fill up though. I think it needs to be like 6 to 7 inches ish, and then I'll make the joint there. Let's do 8 inches. We just want to give it a nice stand. I can smell like the PVC heating up, I think. And then at that 8-inch point from the bottom, this is the bottom. I need to make sure I mark that because I'm gonna have to trim the top on this. Oh, don't want to do that. I want that still up like that. And once we check this steam thing, we'll move this aside and I'll do some of those things. I've got that marked at 8. And then this should be real simple compared to stuff we've done on here before. Okay, I see water. I see water. Ooh. Oh my goodness. It's hot in there, dude. Oh, it's hot in there. And that little hole that I put up there, that's most definitely letting out steam. Steam, 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 steam. That's what we want. Y'all can see it. Can you see it? Success. That's what this is. I know y'all can't smell anything, but there is a smell in the air. That smell, ladies and gentlemen, that smells success. You see that? See that? Calvin ain't dumb. He ain't no dummy. He ain't no dummy. Y'all can't even see it, really, can you? You see it. You can see it with the window behind it. Hell yeah, son. Hell yeah. That's like some powerful steam too. I mean, a success. A success is 100% success right now. 100%. It can be done. I have yet to see. Oh, it's tilted wrong right here. We want this always tilted. You know, always have it tilted like this, and then the winky. You know, see, it's gonna drip out that side. So put the little winky on there as a gap measure, but it doesn't have any. Oh, it does have a little water. And then this hole here is hot. So that needs to be like written on there, hot.
Well, the whole thing is gonna be very. What said? Dad does it.
Yeah, Dad does it. Dad almost did. Dad almost failed at it, but Dad did do it. I don't want to like water down the brand or anything, you know. What do you say about Esther watering down the brand? Dude, that is so freaking awesome. I'm psyched. Now the next thing is the hard part, right? Well, I got to put more of these in there, but I got to build a frame.
Does exactly that. Works out that time.
Yeah. Definitely the clean out valve thing. Probably could be a better way to do that. It's really through here. Only thing I would like to do is like put a pressure relief valve there and then let it build pressure, put a pressure gauge in there, let it build up to a certain point, hit the pressure relief valve because that pressure helps the steam pressure the wood bend.
It's a nice trim. That's really good.
Y'all see that? That's a steam bender right there. We're about to build some curvy stuff with this kind of scary hole right here. And then the question would be like, how much do you have to steam it? Well, I think I'm going to soak wood before I steam it. I might get another PVC pipe like this and mount it against the side of the shed, put water in it, and drop wood in it before it goes in the steamer, soak it, and then do kerf bending also, so we don't lose wood in the process.
Make sure you cap it so no little critters fall in the ground.
Yeah, it would have a clean out cap on it.
Yeah.
And then I saw a guy mount it to his wall with basically a 2x4 and like hose clamps, big hose clamps. Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it works, which is so you all can get this. The design here is this Parkside steam generator from Harbor Freight. Through its natural tube, which contains a ribbon and a rubber piece of tubing, and then you have a pipe clamp hooking that to a like 3/4 size PVC pipe. There's some duct tape, but that's only because the conduit that's running the steam is like a little bit. Ooh, yeah. Even the bushing here wants to come out, so I gotta figure that out. Bushing is loose. That's not what we want. So there's water coming out on that end too. I don't know if I didn't glue that bushing in well enough. It's a little bit on the loose side. Somebody can tell me about that. But there's some things. This got to get glued in again. Probably something to hold up the pipe so it doesn't put weight on that. It's definitely better than that other lady. She had duct tape all over. It's just like jerry rigged all the way. Yeah, so that bushing there is a bit loose. And then it needs to have that pitch to it. And probably a better way to, I mean, the vent works. First prototypes, right. That's how we do things here. So let me move this aside for a second without burning the crap out of myself. We'll turn it off. I'll re-glue this bushing here. It's not, it kind of didn't fail where I thought it was going to fail. It failed in a different spot. You know how that is. But this bushing should really fit all the way in there, right? That might need some sort of an adjustment. Now, the guy I watched didn't use PVC, used the other stuff, and it flexed a little once the pipe got hot. Seems to work fine. All right, that part. I wonder if I could glue this up while it's hot. How did I not glue that? That doesn't even look like there's been adhesive applied to that. Prime. Needs primer in and out. I guess that stuff don't work if there's water in there, huh? Doesn't look like it does. Y'all can see how that tube runs right in there. I thought I ran it further in than that, so that's a little bit disappointing. But that's not too bad. It works. This stuff smells like straight rubber cement, man. Why does that bushing fit so loosely in there? I thought it went all the way in.
Did you pull it out? There's no
Nah.
flames on it. It's just
No, but it was loose.
Yeah.
It got loosened up on me.
Maybe because of the pressure.
The heat, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it because I can see water in it, in the seam of it.
Yeah.
So maybe we have to glue it and let it set for like a full 24.
Yeah. Nice. I like graph paper. It's awesome. It'll work. I think probably.
A lot of them in the chat now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
What's he talking about?
Right, because he can't stay long.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And then he said that he saw one of Wes's shorts recently, and he was jealous of his style and cool presentation.
Oh yeah, man. Wes knows how to make a video, dude. Hey, somebody put in a little thing in there. Who's L? Put in a little thing. A little emoji thing. It's like a gift, I think, actually. So thank you, L. I think that is actually a gift. If not, it's a really cool emoji. So no matter, right? No big deal. Let's. I want to set this down. I also don't want to mess up the glue I just put on. Let's wait a second on that. We can turn this over here. Obviously, if you haven't been in here, we are building a steam bender here. This is the steam generator. This is the tube running to it. Now the bushings going into the PVC, we're touch and go there. But everything else seems to work, and steam is collecting in the chamber. So that's like the most important part of the steam bender, that steam is collecting in there. Seems to be some pressure. So we're going to go from there with that. Funny how you prepare for inevitabilities and not all of them. Like I was like, well, if it doesn't work, the failure is going to be the steam bender, but actually the failure was at the bushings. I'm not gonna lie, the dude that was helping me find those bushings yesterday at the big box store looked slightly and smelled slightly intoxicated, though it seemed like he knew what he was doing. You know, just not trying to hate either, just took a little trust out of what I was going for. Like, I know you know what you're doing. I know it's a tough job to work there, but it's hard for me to listen to you when I know you're drunk right now. It's a tough world, man. If them stores are taking drunk dudes, and it's a tough world for drunk dudes if they have to work at those stores. All right. We're going to make sure that we make a nice little lap mortise here, like a little lap joint. And then we'll glue it up. We can put a dowel or two in there also. Probably wouldn't hurt. But this is the first part of the stand for this thing. And we'll do the mortise on this side and on this side. We could even just do a 1/4 inch, probably would be enough to give them some stability. Around a 1/4 inch right there. Oh, by the way, I'm working on my video for my bunk beds. It's going to be 2 parts. Each part will be about 3 minutes. And my bunk bed building and installation will be covered in that video. I will try to get into details about dimensions and stuff, but there's just so much of that stuff that people don't have the stomach for and aren't willing to watch nowadays, you know. So we will do those in 3-minute parts, and it will go through my whole process of the last basically 8 months building bunk beds. I'm trying to come up with a design for bunk beds without hardware.
This is a good plot. He said people have a tough time listening to me when I'm sober. He said, and I'm sober all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would say like Wes, like I would say me too, man. I'm sober all the time too. I mean, of course, it depends on what your definition of sober is. It depends on what your definition of is. Let's break it down. No, he wasn't difficult, although he did look like he was getting an attitude at one point. He was more frustrated because it was an unconventional project. He asked me, did I need help? Don't ever come up to me in a store and ask me, do I need help? You're going to end up with way more than you can handle. Yes, I'm trying to build a motorcycle out of wood, out of a wood frame. Can you help me find the materials? Like, that's the type of stuff. We're just going to do a 1/4 inch from each side. That's enough just relief to just make sure we got bottoms lined up. That's not it, though. That's what it should be. That doesn't look right. Like them elbows. Look at them freckle elbows. Hey, y'all, middle. That one's for sale. All right, this should be set. This cement here, so to where we can take this thing down. Hopefully, maybe a little hot water in there. So let me dump the hot water out. I suppose probably a good idea. Pilato got to roll out. All right, there's no water standing in here, which is good. It did wash some of the PVC materials down to the end. So I think just take it out of this and see if it can handle its own weight. Yeah, actually that looks like it's holding a little better. Now back to old woodworking.
Well, can you put this tripod on casters for me?
You have some casters over there I might be able to use. I think my casters might be a little bit big.
We used to have one. It was a wheel spreader, so attached in the middle.
Yeah, there may be a caster set we have that fit with those. We will, man. There'll be a lot of that probably when you're available. There'll be more. We are not going to bend any wood today because the chamber's not ready yet. We are not ready with the. We have to make a form too. So like we have to sit here, take plywood or 2x4s and create a form. Right now we're creating not a form but a frame for it to sit on. Whoops. Probably getting to a time where I need to get a new one. Hey, Mister, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, we're building a steam wood bender. Or in honor of smoke, we'll call it a steam wood bender. It's all right now. Smoke is the competition. You still love him. We just don't like him anymore. That's all. We love him. We just don't like him anymore. All right, let me find a chisel here. I'll try to use one of my newly sharpened chisels. Yesterday, we'll see how that does. Could be less than satisfactory. Making a little frame for these. The wood bender. A lot of people like their wood benders were for stool stuff. Man, I mean, there's a guy on Instagram. I'm going to follow this kind of approach, which is he makes like lighting fixtures and art pieces with his bender. He's really good, man. Stuff is amazing. So this is a re-edged chisel. I wouldn't call it my like sharpened to my satisfaction yet, but it can get there. I'm used to a little sharper. I had a metal guy get on my comments yesterday. He started being kind of mean on there. No offense if you're out there, metal guy. Yeah, we're excited. Mister said, awesome. Woodbender sounds sick. Yeah, we're excited about the woodbender. We want to do some more conceptual stuff. We did the bunk bed was very rigid, square, though we added curves to it. It was very square. So what we want to do, I'm getting a lot of movement in my bench right now. This is another thing I wanted to fix. So this chisel needs polishing. And as I said, I will be releasing a 2-part long form video of the bed installation, the bed and the bed install. Yeah, I'm gonna do some more work on that chisel. That's not bad though. It had no edge 2 days ago, so So make sure you check out my bunk bed video, because my bunk bed was a really big deal for me. Don't do it because you like it. Do it strictly out of obligation to me. And do not turn it off, because they actually put your username next to who shuts the video off early. I don't know if you knew this, guys. When you watch a video and unlike it, I get a list of the people that unlike it. And I also get a list of the people who only watch for 10 seconds or less. So, it says in my YouTube studio analytics, viewers who watch 10 seconds or less, and then it lists the names. Like, for example, it'll say Mike is making stuff. Carrie Frask.
77 Rockets just said
hey. Hey, 77 Rockets. I was up in his chat the other day. Appreciate you coming by. Appreciate you being here. Yeah. Right now, 77 Rockets, we're building a steam bender. We have a steam generator and a long piece of 4-inch PVC pipe. This right here is going to be the stand for it. Just kind of cutting a little dado in here to lay these two together. It's going to be an X, and then the other X part of this frame will be slightly shorter so that there's a pitch to it and the water can drain out.
Hey, I watch 10 seconds at a time.
Nah, they all know better because they have YouTube studios, so all of them knew that was BS. It's not true, guys. Don't worry about that. You cannot tell. We did lose a kitten yesterday. That was a little off-putting to me in the morning. I kind of took to these 4 little kittens we had. It broke my heart because one of them had a prolapsed rectum yesterday morning. It was very upsetting, and I'm not joking at all about this. This is complete all seriousness. Woke up. Heather said she wasn't feeling good. She's a sweetheart, this little one. Rambunctious as hell, and like her whole anus is coming out, and I just like it was kind of hard, man, to look at. I'm not even a cat guy. Like I'm not. I kind of hardened myself off over the years, but to see her suffer and then die while I was on the live, and it was not pleasant. So apologies for my mood and demeanor yesterday. That was part of it, but not an excuse in any way, shape, or form. Definitely Heather and I were in a somber mood because of that. It was very sudden. We didn't even get a chance to take her to the vet. She died before we even got her to the vet. So, and I guess it was just her time. Honestly, like she was, I gotta fix that. You don't want to drop your Forstner bits like that, guys. Yeah, tough. Yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, I'm not even that much of a cat guy, but these 4 kittens that I picked up from Winterville, like last spring, got them from an animal control lady that couldn't take care of them. She was trying to drive around and take care of them. And I was not. This was not my idea, as you may know. But I took to these 4 kittens really strongly, and they were more older than 11 weeks. They were doing pretty well, and for this to suddenly happen was kind of a shock. Yep. And so we were both a little bit off put by that yesterday. And so that was kind of part of the reason for my attitude. And the other thing is I just, like everybody, got my own mental health issues, and occasionally I just lose it. I'm not even worried about this being a little oversized. Shout out to 77 Rockets the other day. Got 200 likes on his video. Was working real hard in the shop. Wow, this smells really good. This must be spruce. It smells so good. I wish y'all had smell-o-vision. Yeah, man, trying to get 30K. Definitely, I understand that. That's a lot of likes. I think I got a long way to go for that. Long way to go for me for that mark. I think I'm at like 8,500 likes overall for everything. Yeah. This is a process just like anything in Dad's workshop. So we're gonna do this part of the stand here. Then we're gonna wrap it up for today. I'm gonna finish that bunk bed video, but I'm gonna finish this part of the stand because I think that's important. Yeah, man, I'm working hard on it. Yeah, he's doing really good. Saw Robert G up in there. Did I not cut right there? I think that's part of my 8-inch. Let me see. Yeah, that needs to be right there. Right there. I don't know why I missed that. So resinous. Almost take the rip side. Go with the rip side first because of that resin. Sometimes when you got knots or stuff like that, switch to your rip side on your saw. It'll be advantageous to do that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I don't care that much about blowout here. Always helps to be attentive to detail, but sometimes, man, just like, fuck it, you know? Ooh, splinter. Yeah, definitely got a splinter right there. None of the kittens from that litter passed either, so it was really kind of a shock. Well, early on we lost one. I think we lost one from that litter. But they all were so rambunctious, up all night playing. And I was wondering what the heck happened. Like she was just happy-go-lucky, you know? What happened? Thought she might have ate something or got injured, but I don't know. A lot of resins in this. This is spruce right here. And that's why it smells like a Christmas tree on the inside. Makes sense. I think that's part of it, right? Yeah, gotta take that out too. Man, I don't know what's wrong with my brain. I haven't cut a couple mortises in a few days. I have a Sometimes you just gotta go perpendicular to the grain, man. And when we bend wood in this thing, we are not going to bend pine. I have plenty of pine around here. I might try it, but it is just not advisable. You want straight grain hardwood in general. I've got a birch tree I need to cut down here. I'm going to cut that birch tree down. I'm going to mill it. It's not really enough to mill boards out of, but I can mill slats out of it. Then once I mill that little birch, although I think there's going to be too many knots on it, to be honest. You need clean grain wood. We'll do everything we can to not lose any wood. Like we'll make what they call kerf bending. Is when you yeah, live stream video chats are pretty cool in the 2020s. Yeah, I mean I love them. I think it's the way entertainment's going. Sorry, my ear is itchy. You have when kerf bending, you make saw cuts at a predetermined depth and width, and then you bend it in so that the inside is not under compression. It's only the outside that's under tension, right? When you bend wood, you have the inside under compression, the outside is under tension. And so you have two forces that are working against each other at the same time. You got to sometimes try to deal with those forces, like using sheet metal on the outside of the wood, or one way to deal with the forces is to actually cut holes into the wood so that it doesn't have as much compression on the inside and it doesn't need as much tension on the outsides. And when that compression is relieved, the tension is relieved. It's the lineum in the wood. Yeah. Relief cuts, right? Yeah. Got two opposite forces occurring at one time when you bend wood. You got compression and tension. And that is tricky. Watch some of the videos. These guys come up with different vices made out of handles and sheet metal that comes out over the outside of the bending wood, right? Sheet metal that comes around the outside, and when they pull this vise as it goes around the form, the sheet metal tensions around the outside, which relieves the tension from the exterior part of the board. And if you have kerf cuts on the inside, then you've got the compression relieved. If you can take care of the tension and the compression, you can bend wood pretty effectively, I think. Live drawing chats. Back when we used to what used to be like back in the cave days when we would paint stuff on the walls. Like we were live streaming buffalo hunts. Is that what we were doing back in the day? Sorry, I didn't mean to get smart with y'all. I have to make it fun. All right. So now we have this basic dado, and we have this X shape. This is going to be the first leg. The steam bender is going to sit down in here. I'm going to make the next one slightly shorter. I'll probably peg this with two dowels right here. Yeah, wow. Sometimes I have to view the deleted messages. That's what I'm doing right there, because I never get a chance to look at them otherwise. All right, so we got these two pieces of wood here. We're going to join these with some dowels. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. But thank you for coming to Dad's Workshop today. Double tap that like button, man. We only got 14 likes in here. We could do a little bit better than that. Double tap that screen for me. It's been a little bit slow recently. I was really bitchy about it yesterday. I'm not going to bitch about it. I'm sure the views will come back. We're going to do awesome stuff in Dad's Workshop, like bending sexy wood stuff and turning it into lamps, making curly cues and stuff. Like, it's going to be fun. So only boring people will be missing. If you are boring, it's fine that you miss. You know, it's fine that you miss if you're a boring person. But if you are exciting and awesome, then you definitely want to be there. That's just kind of where you should be. So love y'all. Do the next right thing. I'll see you tomorrow on Dad's Workshop. Definitely keep an eye out for my long form video on the bunk bed and the process over the last several months of building the bunk bed. Should be an epic saga. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Totally boring. That's what Mike said. Appreciate y'all, man. Do the next right thing. Love y'all. See you tomorrow.